What's good, everybody? This is a update video of my current progress. So without further ado, let's get into what's going on. First, we have our weight.
560.0 pounds.
Current weight is now at 560 pounds. Now, if you have been following me, that has been a 1 pound gain since last month. What has happened? Several things have happened. I have changed my diet and I've added supplements to my diet as well. Well, I went from fasting, and that is where I lost the majority of my weight from. I fasted the month of April, fasted the month of May, and still continue to do intermittent fasting in the month of June. Since refeeding in the month of June, I have added carbs back to my diet. They're complex carbs and they're not the sugary processed carbs. To go into more depth about which carbs, I'm using starches. Potatoes, rice, quinoa, cucumbers, vegetables, broccoli. Those are the carbs that I'm consuming. Why? They are more filling. I'm somebody who, as you can tell, they like to eat. And with these types of carbs, they fill you up and keep you satisfied for longer. So I can eat my one meal a day and I'm good to go for the rest of the evening into the next day, which is when I will eat again. Along with adding the carbs, I've also added some supplements to my nutrition as well. I've added protein powder. I've added creatine. Creatine makes your muscles hold on to more water. Carbohydrates make you hold on to more water. And those in combination is obviously I'm holding on to more water. So in reality, you can subtract about 10 pounds just due to the fact that for the last several weeks that I've been changing my diet and adding these supplements, I'm still consuming salt with my coffee, with my protein shakes, with all of my foods. I'm adding salt to everything. So salt, creatine, carbohydrates, water. I'm putting it on and I'm retaining more of it. That's due to the 1 pound weight gain. So as you can see, this is what my body currently looks like from the front, from the sides, from the back, from all angles. I'm taking more pictures and you'll see how my body is looking right now. My chest is dropping, my gut is dropping, my lymphedema is dropping. You know, everything is just, I'm looking like a melted snowman right now. And it just continues to keep going. I have retaken my measurements for the month of July. I did take them in June, but they weren't true measurements. I didn't measure myself properly in the month of June. I wasn't taking measurements from the widest parts of my chest, my hips, my waist. I was taking them from the thinnest parts of those areas. So I was taking them like right underneath my arms. I was taking it like inside the creases of my love handles. And, you know, that's not true measurements. That's not really anything that I can really measure progress off of. So what I did for the month of July is I took those true measurements. For my chest measured in at 68 inches. My waist measured in at 79 inches. My hips measured in at 68 1/4 inch. My right leg measured in at 41 3/4, and my left leg measured in at 45 1/2 inch. So those are the true measurements that I tried to take at the widest parts of all of my body so I can really have a good starting foundational point of measuring some true progress here. As any influencer, gym coach, certified nutritionist will tell you, that losing weight is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's going to take time. Yes, it's going to suck. It's going to be arduous and all those things of that nature. You cannot get upset about the numbers that you see on the scale. You just can't. If you let that get to you, then you've already lost. So once you get that out of your head that the scale doesn't measure body fat alone, but it's a compilation of whatever your whole body exists and consists of, inside and outside, all that goes into the number on the scale. Once you got that in mind, you realize, okay, maybe I have lost a little bit and maybe I've gained some things in other areas, but how do I feel? How do I look? You know, those are the things that you pay attention to as opposed to just the number on the scale. Last month, I bought a bike. I bought a stationary bike that you just sit on the floor and you just pedal and you just pedal. And using that bike every single day, I'll put it up on the screen. I reached my 1,000-mile marking. Check it out on the odometer. I spent the last 3 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks, pedaling every single day. And I would get in at least anywhere between 20 to 40 miles a day. Some days I pedaled for 60 miles. Were they all balls to the wall, giving everything I got, pedaling? No. My goal was initially just to get my 20 miles in. And then when I really tried one day to get my 20 miles in, that I was at around 95 minutes. I try to make it a goal to get my 20 miles in under 90 minutes. Under or at 90 minutes, I want to be at 20 miles. So I made that a goal. And did I hit it every single day? No. Did I hit it some days? Yes. But then eventually I wanted to add 2 a day. So I wanted to do 40 miles in one day. So I would knock out my first 20 miles. And then later on in the afternoon, I would knock out another 20 miles. And then I was just trying to build up endurance at that point. And some days I felt good enough. Hey, I knocked out 40 miles and it's not even 2 o'clock yet. I can probably see what I can knock out another 20 miles before I go to bed tonight. And so then I would get on the bike again and pedal for another 20 miles. So some days I actually did 60. And doing all 60 miles was not, once again, they were not very strenuous. I wasn't doing all 60 miles within 90-minute intervals. I wasn't doing 20 miles within 90-minute intervals. If I could do my first 20 miles within my 90 minutes, cool. I was happy with that. At that point in time, we're good. Anything else after that is just icing. Figuratively speaking, of course. But I would pedal for the next 20 miles, but I wouldn't be pedaling as hard or as fast as I did the initial 20. At that point, I'm just coasting. I'm just moving, keeping my body, keeping my legs moving. And that has just worked wonders for me. I'm able now to walk upright a little bit better. It's like I said, it's nothing too fast is going to happen. This is all gradual, but it's just some things, little things that I've noticed as time has gone, the more and more that I do it. So I wake up every single morning. I feel on my legs and I feel the lymphedema, especially my right leg, has gone down substantially. My left leg, it's taking its time. Speaking of, we're taking, your body's going to take its time. It has to adjust to whatever it is that you are doing on a daily basis. And it has to modify things around to fit in whatever it is that you're trying to do. So in this case, I'm adding this new variable of the stationary bike. Okay, my body is changing some things around. It's putting more energy into my leg development, which I love as well. I'm rehabilitating my legs, getting them stronger so I can do other things. So yeah, this month is really, really, really going to be key and crucial to my progress as far as measurements go. Adding all the creatine, adding the protein powder, adding all the salts, adding the cruciferous vegetables, adding the complex carbohydrates, adding all these variables to contribute towards my overall goal. Speaking of workouts, today's workout that I did. So for today's workout so far, I worked out for 79 minutes and 36 seconds. I did about 19 miles, roughly 704 calories burnt so far, and in total miles on the bike now at 1,041. So, you know, we're moving and grooving, and we're keeping things active, and we're not stagnant. Like this is a lifestyle change that we got to make every single day, to keep improving ourselves, keep getting stronger, to keep building endurance, keep getting faster. And you know, it's a process. It's a long, arduous process. This is not going to happen overnight. Trust and believe when I tell you, because I should know more than anybody, because this is what I'm currently still going through. I will keep doing my monthly body check updates as well, because that's the real measurement of progress. I have to see pictures and videos of myself to really look and see how and what progress is being made as I continue to go through this. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Not sure when my next video is going to be, but when I do make it, I make it. It may be another month from now, for the month of August, and we'll see what the progress is. I don't know yet. But yeah, anything that anybody has anything to do, talk about, just bring up in conversation. I got you. I read all comments as of right now, because there's not that many. I appreciate those who do leave their comment, you know. But yeah, we will see you all in the next video. Until then, you all have a good one.